and shalom, and I'm trying to remember some of the other greetings that I have been trying to learn. Welcome everybody to Mika Fan Club Instagram Live. For those of you who haven't been here before, my name is Deb. I'm the administrator of MikaFanClub.com, and we'll be here for an hour just talking about all things Mika and some other things. As you may know, Mika has recently chosen a content roadie to accompany him on his upcoming North American tour, which is sponsored by Indeed, and her name is Laura, and so we can throw some questions at her and get to know a little bit about her and what she's going to be doing as she's touring with Mika. Somebody just asked, is Mika ever going to tour the U.S.? I don't know what you mean by that, Cecily. Mika is starting a tour of the U.S. in Boston on Saturday. It is a short tour. It's not every city. And then he's also doing some cities in Canada. He's doing Montreal, Quebec, and Saguenay, and Montreal. So, yeah, not a full-fledged tour of all the major cities, but he is coming back to the U.S. next in just a few days. So, yeah, I am sorry I seem to be freezing a little bit here, and I was hoping that wouldn't be the case today since nobody else is on the internet here. It goes again. But anyway, I just wanted to say very quickly, we really don't have much in the way of news, so I am pretty much just going to bring Laura in here in a minute. I did want to say happy birthday to anybody who celebrated this past week or is about to celebrate. I think Kamala had a birthday, and a few others I can't remember, but hope you have a chance to celebrate with family and friends in spite of the pandemic craziness that's still going on. And yeah, I think that we should just get started. I see that Laura is here waiting to talk to us, so I am going to bring her in and see if she can tell us anything about what she's doing, and we can get a little insight into her and hear, what her experience has been so far. So yeah, hi Simona, hi Rosalie, hi Adele, ciao Maria Rosario, hi Priska, hey Andrea. I'm glad you're all here. Okay, well, we're going to get started, and let's hope that the internet gods allow me to connect with Laura here so we can get a chance to talk to her. This is always the tense part as you're waiting to connect and hoping that technology works. There it is. There she is. Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Pretty good. It's nice to meet you, even though it's virtually.
Right, yeah. I've definitely watched your lives before, of course, because I've been in the Mika Fan Club. So it's nice to finally get to meet you.
Yes. Well, and I look forward to hopefully meeting you in person next week sometime. So.
Oh, are you going to New York or Boston? Or?
I'm going to be in New York. Yeah, I'm not going to get to Boston, but I will be in New York for sure.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, it's going to be super exciting.
Yeah. So how are you? You must be sort of still vibrating from all of this kind of a whirlwind thing, right?
Totally. And it's not going to go away. I feel like the energy is going to be carried for the entire tour since it is so short but very intense.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, 3 weeks of like full on immersion, right? So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And I've never been on a tour before, so it's going to be a new experiences all around.
oh, absolutely. Yeah. So, for anybody who maybe didn't get to see your, or maybe I should back up a little bit in case there are people who don't know, but Indeed and Mika sponsored this contest, offering somebody a chance to become the content roadie for Mika's tour in North America for the next 3 weeks. And people were asked to submit a video resume or regular resume, I guess. And Laura is the winner of that competition. And for those people who didn't see your video resume, maybe you could tell a few people a few things about yourself and your background and that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I've always been a super creative person. However, when I went to school, I didn't study in art or graphic design or content creation or anything like that. I actually studied in biology.
Oh, wow.
Right. And I graduated in December 2019, and it was right into the pandemic because the pandemic began spring 2020. And so
Right.
the pandemic it brought a lot of things for a lot of people, some good, some bad. But for me personally, it was like a very reflective period. And it made me realize that I didn't want to do anything with biology, at least professionally.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to go back to my creative roots and really tap into that. So for the past 2 years, I've just been kind of doing whatever I feel inspired to do. I do a very wide variety of things, but it can best be summarized probably as fine art collages, costuming and cosplay, and crafting, arts and crafts and stuff like that. So that's basically what I do. Everything that I do, I try to document it. So while documenting it, I have gained like the photography and the videography and the editing skills to do that. So, and I also just like vloggy kind of things. So that's
right.
That's how I got here.
Well, that's awesome. All that arts and crafts type stuff is stuff I am absolutely not good at, but I really did enjoy your video, and I thought when I had heard that you were selected, I thought that was a very good choice because just the vibe I got from seeing your video and then looking at some of your TikToks and Instagram posts, I thought, yeah, that's going to be a good fit, and I'll be interested to see what you can do. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about what you think you'll be doing, or,
Right. Yeah, well, it's super intense, so it's already kind of like so many thoughts are in my head. I'm not quite sure the specifics of like what each day will look like since it will be completely different. But yeah, we definitely want to bring you guys sort of behind the scenes stuff, like what does it look like before the show starts? What about during the show? What about leaving the venue? There's so many parts to just putting on a concert, putting on a tour that don't really, usually we just focus on the actual show itself, but there's so many other things involved. And I also want to show Indeed, and we really want to show you guys like all the different jobs that are involved on tour too. It's not just the artist. There's production managers, there's touring managers, there's costumers, there's so many people that go into making any kind of creative project. So we just really want to show you guys that in case there are people who are looking for jobs in the creative industry and they don't have any idea what the jobs are. We want to show you guys like the extent of what it truly takes to put on a tour like this.
Right. Yeah. There's the potential for you to, like you say, really show people all kinds of different aspects because you're not just it's not just about the performers themselves. It's everything that goes into it. So that'll be very interesting to see.
Yeah, and I'm super excited because I haven't even been to a Mika concert before. So
you haven't? Oh my goodness!
I know, and I've been a fan of him since 2010. So to finally be able to go to not just one, but like 8 concerts. It's gonna be amazing.
Right, and you're going to be just dumped right in the middle of everything. So that's amazing. That's really amazing. Wow. Well, are you going to be doing your content on Instagram, TikTok, various platforms? Are you going to do it through Indeed's account like this, or are you going to do it through Mika's account?
Yeah, so my content will be posted on the Indeed channels, so primarily Indeed Instagram and Indeed TikTok.
Okay.
If Mika wants to repost those on his, he can, and of course, since I will just be physically there. If he wants to have me make Mika specific content like for his platforms as well, I can do that for him. But the Indeed content Roadie stuff will be on the Indeed channels.
Okay. All right. I was curious about that. Or I thought maybe they'll even start a special account, a special.
Right. Yeah. It's never been done before, so there's a lot of questions.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Well, that's very cool. And so you've had a chance to talk to Mika a couple of times now on Zoom. And what was that like for you? I mean,
it was so much fun. Yeah. So like I said, I've been aware of him since 2010, and I was in 6th grade in 2010. So I was like 11 years old when I first heard of him. So to now be 23 and to have a more mature brain and to be like, I can interact with this person and not make it weird, it was very, very refreshing. And he's just so articulate. He's very intellectual. He's very nice to have a conversation with. So one thing that I'm just looking forward to is just hanging out with him on tour. Not necessarily for content, but just to hang out with him because he's such a cool person.
And that's like every fan's dream. So that's so awesome. You'll be really living the dream. That's very cool. So I saw somebody was asking if you can tell any secrets, and I'm sure you really can't, but is there anything that you know yet about the tour that you can tell us? Or I saw earlier.
I don't know I don't know anything. Like, I don't know the set list. I don't know the set design. I don't know the costume. I really don't know anything. It's gonna be a surprise for me too.
Well, that's probably good. It'll keep it all fresh for you, and you'll be truly able to share it with us as it happens, and it'll be a really fresh firsthand experience. So that'll be very cool.
Yeah, definitely.
You probably saw that Mika was posting earlier today. He posted the thing about the flowers. Every city has a different flower. And yesterday he posted about crowns, those woven straw crowns.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah. So I guess we'll be getting more of that this week. And then when are you going to start?
So I'm flying to Boston on the 31st.
Okay. So Thursday,
yeah. 2 days.
Yeah. And then you'll start right away.
I'll basically hop right on the tour and then I'll travel around with it.
That's a wild experience. I can't even imagine.
I can't imagine. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be very intense, and I do feel a little anxious, but mostly I feel excited.
Yeah. Was it challenging at all for you to get organized in such a short time? And because you didn't really have a lot of time to prepare for it, and you've got to put everything, your whole life on hold now for 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, well, so I guess in my situation, I feel like my personal life has kind of been on hold for the past 2 years.
I see.
So I've had the privilege of being able to live at home with my parents after graduating college. And so I had the privilege to not have to enter the workforce right away. And so that's why I've used these past 2 years to just kind of work on my art and my hobbies and stuff to see like where it could take me. So what that all translates to is I haven't had a job the past 2 years. So being on hold the past month hasn't really been any different, because I haven't had another job to have to quit or anything like that. And yeah, it is a little like last minute getting everything arranged. Has been super supportive and thorough and very responsive too. So I know that I'm going to be well taken care of.
Yes, that's good. That's really good. Well, I was hoping that some of our fans would be asking you some other questions like what they might like to see, but I guess it's kind of hard until it gets started to know even what we want to see. I guess we'll want to see maybe some chats with Mika, even if we can get little snippets, and with the band as well, because it's kind of fun to see things through their eyes too.
Exactly. Yeah.
And what else would I like to see? I really do want to see, like you said, what goes into building the set, and how long does it take, and what do they do during a sound check, and then afterward.
Right. Yeah. Because I don't know. Has he ever done a public sound check before, like where fans could see that?
A couple times people have been lucky enough to see things, but it's not something that he normally has done. And not. I think Indeed is sponsoring another competition right now, right? Yeah. To for people to have a chance to get VIP passes to see a sound check at one of the shows. And I don't think he's ever done anything like that. I can't remember. If he did, it was ages ago. So I know he did a concert in Vars in France back in December. It was an outdoor thing. And so people were able to watch him do the sound check because it was outside.
Right, yeah.
So they were treated to that. But this will be a different thing to get to see it,
Yeah, it definitely feels like a foray into an area that he hasn't necessarily tapped into before with this tour.
Right. Yeah. And it's like he has said, this is a time to change and do different things, and spring is a time for rebirth, so let's do different things, and I'm all about that. That's I'm looking forward to that too, and that whole concept of new things, and change. So well, I don't want to take up a lot of your time if you're probably busy running around.
I got another thing to do today, but I'm not like too busy. If anybody had any questions that I would be able to answer, I'd be more than willing to answer them.
Okay, well we'll give everybody a minute. Let's see if they I see people are talking about Vars. They did get to see him. Let's see here, what else? I'm scrolling back through my comments here.
Oh, you're good. I think this is such a cool position because I'm coming at it as a fellow fan. So like everybody can know that like I'm right there with them,
Right.
I'm not like just an already established like content creator for somebody else, like I'm genuinely a Mika fan. And so like I'm coming at this with that lens. So I hope, because we share that same perspective, the content that I'll be able to deliver will sort of scratch that same itch for everybody as it does for me.
I totally agree. And I have to say that selfishly, I'm glad that someone who is a big fan got the position, because like you say, you're going to be curious about the same things that we are. And so you're going to tend to try to get that kind of stuff. And someone who's maybe not as big a fan isn't going to care so much about certain things. So, right. So I'm kind of, like I said, selfishly glad. So
I'm selfishly glad too, to be honest.
So I'm looking at some of theirs. Let's see. Sarah says a little interview with all the people who work on the tour, Mika, the techs, etc. Somebody wanted to know what city are you most excited to visit on the tour?
So this is it's 100% new experiences for me because I haven't been to any of the cities that we've gone to. So I really don't have any kind of to me they're all starting at the same ground.
Okay.
And we're just gonna figure it out along the way. I am very excited for Canada though because I've never been to Canada and that's international for me. So
right, yeah. Somebody asked, "What's your favorite Mika song?"
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, I really love Platform Ballerinas because it's so fun.
It is
I want to dance. I really this is a little niche, but I really like Ta-Da from The Origin of Love. He never plays one, but it's so good.
I don't think he has. Well, I'm pretty sure he has never performed that live.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was one of those so-called bonus tracks. And yeah, we've never gotten to hear that performed live. So it would be nice if he did sort of surprise us with some things like that, things that we have never heard before. You can put that bug in his ear.
Yeah, he has such a wide, huge discography and so many different sounds. It's good, but it's also sad because I know that probably a lot of the songs won't be performed live.
Right. Yeah. But we will take what we can get. We're very excited for the tour to start again, and I'm really excited to see what you're going to be able to do. I know, well, I know, they may be saying to you can't do that or you can't do that. And so it'll be interesting to see what you can actually get to, put out there for us. So, and yeah, I'm definitely going to be glued to the screen watching for it. So, yeah, and hopefully in person seeing.
Oh, yeah. I just want to say that I hope if anybody sees me on tour working, just feel free to flag me down and say hello because I want to meet everybody.
Well, I will definitely do that. And hopefully, if I see you, I can introduce you to anybody that I might know because there will be a lot of people there that I'll know, and maybe that'll help you out. I know there are several people here in the Instagram Live right now who are doing the whole tour. They're doing the whole North American tour. They'll be at every date.
That's so
yeah. So they'll be shadowing you too. So that'll be kind of cool. That's right. And some will just be at a couple dates. I'll just be at a few dates, but some are doing the whole deal. So it's pretty nice. Somebody says, is there going to be a documentary? Are you going to do a documentary? I don't think it's anything like that.
No, it's not as so a documentary, usually you think of something more produced, more serious, I guess you could say. But no, this is more along the lines of social media content that is a behind the scenes kind of thing. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's superficial because we're getting to see the behind the scenes, but it's definitely not it's not like a movie. I guess you could compile them and make it a movie, but
right. Somebody asked if you're American, and yes, absolutely. You had to be American you had to be a U.S. citizen to participate in this. So yes, and let's see. People are still writing some comments. They're saying, "I'd like to see funny moments during the sound checks."
Yeah.
So things like that. And somebody else said they love Ta-Da as well.
It's so good.
Yeah. Let's see.
I really love Erase too.
I'm sorry?
Erase from
Erase. Oh.
Yeah.
I can't agree with you there.
You don't like Erase?
No, when people ask me what my favorite Mika song is, I can never answer that. I can never answer, but I can definitely tell you what my least favorite song is.
Oh no.
So, but that's okay. That's all right. That's
We are golden
everybody's
classic.
yes. Everybody has their thing, you know. So that's
Yeah.
fine. Um, okay, yeah. They say you're going to meet a lot of Mika fans. That's for sure. You're going to definitely be saturated.
Right. Yeah.
So. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us now. And I think we can all feel your excitement and we share your excitement because this is something new for us, even as spectators. You know,
Mhm.
we haven't seen this kind of thing from Mika. So this will be a cool thing for us too. Hopefully some insight into how the inner workings, I guess,
Mhm.
of how it all comes together. So we wish you a lot of luck.
Thank you so
And,
much. I really feel the love and support from everybody in the fandom, and that's like such a sweet thing. And I'm very excited to reciprocate that energy.
yeah. Well, you take good care and
Thank
have a
you.
safe
You
trip to
too.
Boston. And I will see you in New York.
Yes.
And yeah, I'll look forward to, and if I can help you with anything, just let me know. And yeah, we'll look forward to seeing your first big Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is. So.
Yeah. We'll get it there.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you again, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. So I know I'm pretty excited to see what she does. And like I said, what she's going to be allowed to do, because I can imagine that they might be like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. So I'll be anxious to see how much kind of free reign she has. So yeah, and I see a lot of people asking about jobs, and we really this is the Mika fan club Instagram live. We're not really talking about jobs. We were talking to somebody who was using the Indeed account. She's going to be a content roadie for Mika's upcoming tour. So I can't really answer all of your jobs questions. I'm sorry. So let's see here. I know I saw some of you saying that Aldo DeStasio was live here as well, and I guess he was the artisan basket maker that Mika featured in his Instagram post yesterday. And I unfortunately did not see him here. But I would say if he is still here, benvenuto, and my limited Italian. So yeah, so I appreciate that all of you are here on a Tuesday. I know we usually do this on Wednesday, but I wanted to, Tuesday worked better for Laura, and I wanted to get her on here to meet you all in person and give you all a chance to see her and talk virtually with her. If you have any other ideas for her, you can obviously send them directly to her, or you can send them to me and I'll try to pass them on to her. So yeah, I guess we can kind of, for the next half hour or so, resume our regularly scheduled programming. Let's see. I see that CJ says she wants a woven crown too. I do too. They're kind of cool. And I have to say, kudos to all of you who made the connection between that woven crown and the art that was in the Origin of Love booklet, that Mika was wearing a similar kind of woven crown, a basket type crown. I did not make that connection right away. And when I saw all of the people posting about it, I was like, oh yeah, now I remember it, but I didn't at the time. So Yeah. Well done for those of you who made that connection. Mika's World 83 says, I have known Mika since 2012 when I was 6. The first time I heard was 2007 when when I was 1. Now I'm 15. Becca says she's hoping that means he's going to sing Heroes. He might. He's never done it outside of the symphonic setting, as far as I can remember. So anyway, since we still have some time here, and there's some questions here. Oh, Michelle asked if Laura would be interviewing fans during her when she's creating her content and all, and I think the answer to that is yes. And I will see here if I can bring Michelle in, because I saw that she had wanted to chat. Oh, there's Michelle.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Yeah, I didn't see your question until too late. I'm sorry, but I think the answer is that yes, I think she will be talking to fans.
That's crazy.
I'll be talking to her for sure.
Well, there you go. You're the #1 fan, so that makes sense.
That's it. But yeah, I think she will. So, and it will be cool to, see if any fans end up in some of the stuff that she does. I think that'll happen. So
yeah, because we're part of the tour too.
Yes, we are. We really are. So,
because I'll see you in a few days.
Yes, it's really hard to believe. Less than a week.
Less than a week.
Yeah, definitely. And you'll see Mika in just a few days.
I'm excited. I'm very excited, especially since he shared the stories and everything what he's doing. I'm really looking forward to all the surprises he has up his sleeve. Yes,
it looks like something really fresh and different, and I'm excited to see it too. The thing with the flowers this morning, all the different flower for every city was really kind of cool. That was a cool idea.
That's a really cool idea, and also good that he said it a few days in advance, because we were talking about it. Okay, should we get real flowers? Should we get artificial flowers? Because if you're queuing all day, it's going to be hard. They're going to be wilted at the end of the day. So we were like, okay, so now we can kind of still look for them before you fly off. So that was very considerate.
But I was looking at what's the flower for Boston? I forget.
Was it the mimose? No, that was New York.
Yeah,
mimosa New York.
Yeah.
It's the rose Eskimo. That's it's like the sun rose, I guess. It's the white one. Yeah.
The white rose, right? Okay. Yeah. I saw that and I thought, well, that's probably easy to find, but I just don't know. Unless you go to a florist, I don't know where you're going to find a mimosa. Yeah. In New York in early April. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't think you're going to find it anywhere. I think you're going to have to, I should call the florists today and say, hey.
Yeah. The thing is the cool thing. So my friend Birgit, who's also here, I think in the live watching, she already Googled and sent me the links to the artificial one. So I'm like, okay, so if you can find a fresh one, then at least we have an artificial one. And I hope it's going to be delivered in time before I fly off to New York and Boston.
When do you leave? Do you leave on Thursday?
On Friday. I leave on Friday. And yeah. So, and it's going to be wild because it's been a while since I've been overseas, and I am very curious how it is going to be like for the jet lag.
Yeah, that's right. And for me, it's usually harder for me coming from Europe home. Like, I think that I should be okay. But then for some reason it takes 2 or 3 days later, I'm still dragging. And so I hope it's not like that for you. I hope it's okay.
Well, you know me, I'm full of adrenaline. So it's, I think it's going to be like that the whole week. And
that's true.
After that, when we crash, so it's fine.
That's true. And actually, Mika is instant adrenaline too. So
I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will forget all about any jet lag.
So have you packed yet? Are you ready?
I actually today started to pack, or started to at least pull out clothes that I think I'm gonna use, that I'm gonna need. And I have two shows a week apart, right? So I'm gonna go to do New York, and then I'm doing Toronto the week after.
It's really nice.
So I'm starting to think like, okay, what should I take? Should I take the same thing for both trips, or try to make it easy on myself? But yes.
Well, he knows who you are, so you don't really have to wear the same thing to be recognizable. So that's already like a positive thing. I'm not making it easier on you. I'm sorry.
I don't know. That maybe I should do like he does, like Mika does for most of his concerts. He wears the same thing all the time so that you can't tell which show it is. Like when you look at the pictures later, it's like that could have been any show, because he's got the same outfit on. So maybe I should do that, just wear the same thing, and then be like, she just doesn't change. She just wears the same clothes on.
That's true. They're good for the paparazzo, right?
Yeah.
You have the same things in.
That's right. Yeah, well, that would be good, because then maybe people would stop taking pictures.
Of you, yeah.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah. Which is a true thing, because I was there in Paris, and I felt like you were an attraction. Everyone wanted to take a picture with you. For you.
Yes. And I just don't like my picture.
You look great.
Like
remember, I hold your drink, and it means when I hold your drink, it means that you're my hot friend. Remember?
There you go.
There you go.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you.
You're welcome.
Somebody said, is Mika going to do the same set list throughout North America? And I think probably. I think he probably will, because he generally does.
Yeah. I really want. What songs would you like to see or hear?
Well, I would like to hear songs that I have never heard live before. Like I never actually heard Platform Ballerinas in person.
Right.
I never heard Paloma in person.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did not get to any of the European
good choices.
Revelation
good
tour.
Choices.
Yeah. So I would like to hear those. I'd like to hear, a couple of the other songs from My Name is Michael Holbrook that I didn't hear, like Cry or Ready to Call This Love,
Oh, yeah, good choices. I agree with you.
Yeah. And then obviously new songs.
Oh God, how many new songs do you think he's going to do? 2 or 3, maybe.
I would hope at least 2. But when he said in his Instagram post earlier today, he said probably new music. I thought, oh no, don't do that. don't qualify it. Yeah, don't qualify it with probably. Yeah. It's ready. It's ready. It's ready for us to listen to. Let us hear it. So
I actually would have loved him to kind of release a new song just before the tour, so all of us can sing along. Because of course we're just going to listen to it 24/7 to remember the words. Yes. I would even print them out for him, in case he forgets, and I would just hand them to him. That was my plan.
Well, actually, that kind of happened at the Tiny Love Tiny Tour back in September of 2019. The album hadn't come out yet. It wasn't coming out until October. Yeah. And we were seeing him in September. And we were in the queue when I think it was Dear Jealousy and Tomorrow.
No.
Both of those
songs
heard that? Dropped. So I remember being in the queue. I think it was Dear Jealousy. And we were like trying to remember it so that when we went into the concert, we could sing it,
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Maybe he'll do that to us too.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, because then we have something to do in the queue.
That's right.
Which would be nice.
Yes. Well, hopefully we aren't going to be queuing forever. I don't.
I hope so too. Like you said, if people are going to show up really early, then we all kind of have to feel that we need to go really early.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Oh, but it's going to be fine though. It's going to be fine.
Yeah. So I didn't ask you, what songs are you hoping to hear?
Okay, so my all-time favorite is Stuck in the Middle. And he sang that actually at my very first concert. I was super, super surprised because it hadn't been on the set list for for a long time. So him hearing that sing live at my first concert was amazing. So obviously stuck in the middle. And the other ones, you know what? I really thought about it, but then it doesn't really matter because I think that Mika has this gift to really reframe his songs every performance that he does, and then I feel that I'm hearing it for the first time or there's something new about them. And so, you know what, I don't mind, because in the end, also, like, for example, the Philharmonic concerts when he was doing I Went to Hell Last Night, that was amazing, that was amazingly done. But I'm not a big fan of the album version, you know. So and I think I Went to Hell Last Night was my favorite song at the Philharmonic concert. So that's why I'm thinking, you know, I'm just going to go in with an open mind. I'm just gonna go there and just enjoy and let it all come in.
Good. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you again, and I'm looking forward to singing and dancing and jumping around at the concert. So
jumping vertically, right? Because we don't have a lot of space.
That's right.
Yeah, but that's right. Okay. That's okay. We can do that in rhythm, I think.
That's right.
So it's going to be fine.
That's right. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Well, you take good care, and have a safe trip to Boston and enjoy Boston. And I'll catch up with you in New York. So,
I'll see you in a few days, and I'll catch you up. Thank you for having me.
All right. Bye, everyone. You take care. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
Okay. All right. I am going to see if I can bring somebody else in. Lisa asked if I'm going to London. I'm going to London. Hopefully. I'm planning on going to London anyhow. Oh, yes. I would like to hear Promised Land again. I have heard Promised Land live before, but I would love to hear it again. And hearing it in Mika's Instagram post today was kind of exciting, because that, I don't know if that's a hint that we might get to hear it in concert. I hope that's what it was. Do you think he'll do French songs? He will definitely do French songs in Montreal and Quebec, for sure. Will he do French songs in the U.S.? I think he might. He might do El Midi, and he might do Boom Boom Boom, maybe. El Midi is probably a pretty safe bet. But, yeah, we don't know. He says, you know, everything's different, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm sure he'll do French songs in Montreal and Quebec City and Saguenay. Promised Land, but Beirut version. I agree with that. I mean, I would love to hear that live. That would be amazing. Did I miss any other questions here? Okay, I'm going to see if I can bring somebody else in before we have to go. All right, let's see here. I am going to bring in Amrit. Are you a Mika fan, Amrit? I don't recognize your name. Or are you here because of Indeed? I don't know. Okay. Doesn't look like we're connecting. Okay, technology has been better today, but not perfect. So, sorry about that. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're connecting here. Hi, One Way Whitney. I remember speaking to you a couple weeks ago. Good to see you here again. Hello, Dominique. Okay, well, since that didn't work, we're going to try, yeah, we'll try something else here. Oh, here, we'll try Birgit. I don't think we've had you on the Instagram Live before. Ah, there you are.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, I'm fine. And you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Getting excited for next week.
Yes. Oh, I want to go to London.
Ah,
I'm so. Um, I hope it's. My English is. Sorry.
no worries.
Yeah. I want to go to America, but America has a lot of time to fly, and
Yes,
it's not the right for me.
it is.
But I want to go to London and maybe to Milano. I don't know.
I hope you can.
Yes, I hope the theater write me an email that I can come.
Yeah. Well, I have. I know what you mean about the time, because I would love to even go to see all of Mika's shows here in the U.S., but it takes time. It takes time away from home, and I have my new puppy, so
I also have a new puppy.
right. And so you can't do everything. So, but I hope to see you in London. That would be wonderful.
Yes. Not with my puppy. Come not to London, but my puppy come to Milan. No.
Oh, really? You would take him to Milan? Oh, good. You could go by train.
Yes, I can, but I can go by train. And Kuno is learn to be a service dog.
Ah, okay.
And so I can bring him to Milano.
Okay.
London, it's too fast, and I with the plan, it's a little bit.
Yes. How old will your puppy be by the time Milan is, by September?
And have 1 year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he'll be old enough to.
Yeah. Then he is not a puppy.
Yeah, they're still kind of young though. At 1 year, they're still kind of good. So
he's always my puppy.
That's right. That's right.
My baby. Yeah.
They are always kind of your little babies, just like your kids. Yeah.
He's a big little baby then.
I see you have a kitty in the background there too. Yeah, there.
It is Ida.
Oh yeah.
It is Ida McFish.
Oh, I see.
My cat, who loves Mika very, very, very. She is the reason that I know Mika, because she loves his songs so much. And I know Mika 7 years ago.
Yes.
I was very ill in this time, and I listen a lot of music. And either when I listen Grace Kelly, Ida comes and sits to the radio and listen to this song. And so I become to a Mika fan, because I think, oh, what makes this cat? Who is this guy who sings? And so
I didn't know that story. That's a great story. I think that's the first time someone's pet has made them a Mika fan.
Yes, she and I'm Mika fans.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Her favorite song is "Talk to Me." my favorite song is Paloma.
Paloma, yes. Nice. Like I said, I love that song too, and I would love to hear that live. I have not heard that in person. I've only seen it
Yeah,
in
the
video.
message from Paloma is for me so. I have no words.
Yeah.
It's this, yes.
Hmm. I understand. I feel the same. It's yeah, it reminds me of my sister in a lot of ways. So, yeah.
Flying with a broken wing, it's so amazing because I understand it so so good because yes,
Yeah,
it's great.
I get it. I do. Well, I'm going to try to get one more person in here to talk. So before we leave today, so I'm going to say bye-bye. Adieu.
And see you in London.
Pardon me?
Hopefully.
See you in London.
See you in London.
I hope so. I hope if everything goes according to plan, yes, I will be there. So good. You take care until then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can bring one more person in to chat for just 5 minutes or so before we have to say goodbye. Let's see. I think I'm going to bring in Annie because I think Annie is in New York and already and getting ready for next week. Hi, Annie.
Hi.
How are
Hello.
you?
I just wanted to say hello from New York.
Yes. How is New York? Is it cold?
New York is it's cold. It's really cold, but it's sunny, and I had a nice walk this morning.
Oh, good.
So
Okay.
it's absolutely great.
Oh, good. So, are you going to Boston as well,
Yes.
or are you just staying in New York? Okay.
No. I'm going to Boston. Yes. But,
Okay.
I came a bit earlier to visit the family, and so
Okay.
so happy to be here. It's absolutely amazing, and the town is not. There are not a lot of people, so.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's really nice.
Well,
So
good.
Well, are you coming? You're coming to Boston?
I am not coming to Boston.
I'll meet you on the 4th.
Yes, I'll be there. I'll be there next Monday for our dinner.
Good.
Yeah, I'm taking the train up that day, and I will be there. So, and then I will do Brooklyn, then come home, and then the week after I go up to Toronto. So
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
So, are you staying for the whole tour, or are you going to go to Canada at all, or?
So I was planning to go to Canada, but a very nice event happened in my life. I became grandma.
Yes.
So I'm heading back to Bulgaria.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm heading back.
Okay. Yes.
So I stayed for the 2 shows here, visiting the family, and then I'm going back to Europe because that's
new baby.
Yeah, new baby. Yeah, it works.
I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah,
well, I look forward very much to seeing you next week.
Me as well, and thank you for having me.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear what firsthand what the weather was like there, and
the weather is. I don't know how you say it in Fahrenheit. I think it was around 30 today.
Yeah, it's kind of cold still.
It's kind of cold, and there was this wind. But they're saying that next week it should be better. It should be around 10 degrees. I don't know, 10 to 10 degrees, and no rain.
Okay, so a little bit warmer.
A little bit. I don't know how the weather is with you, and I don't know how is the weather in Boston.
I think it's even colder.
Okay. So
yeah, I think Boston's pretty cold because it's pretty far north. So yeah. Oh dear. Well, you take good care, and I will see you next week. Enjoy it and travel safe.
Thank you. Bye to everyone.
All right. See you soon.
Bye. For having me there. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Yeah, so we're running short on time, so I am going to have to sign off soon. But I did want to say thank you all for being here with me today instead of our usual day on Wednesday. And I think what I'm going to try to do is an Instagram Live either on Friday or maybe Saturday. Actually, I will definitely do one on Saturday, trying to talk to some of the fans as they're waiting in the queue for Saturday night's show, because I think the excitement is going to be off the charts, and I know I will be that excited anyway. And so look for just kind of an impromptu Instagram Live popping up sometime on Saturday, maybe one on Friday. And then definitely next week when I'm in New York, we will try to connect with you while we're at our dinner in New York on Monday night, and from the queue on Tuesday for the Brooklyn show. And that means because I'll be traveling next Wednesday coming home, there will not be an Instagram Live next Wednesday. It will be the Thursday. So I know we're kind of getting all off schedule, but that's kind of out of necessity because of the tour and everything. So thank you for bearing with us, and really looking forward to seeing a lot of you in person next week. I'm really looking forward to hearing your reports from those of you who are going to Boston on Saturday. I hope we'll be in touch. And yeah, so thank you all. And if you have any questions for me, never hesitate. Drop me a line here or on MikaFanClub.com. I'm DC Deb over there. And if you have any questions for Laura, the new content roadie, and you can't reach her, you can always send them to me and I'll try to get them passed on to her. And I think that's everything. So hope you all take good care, and will check in with us later in the week as we count down to the Rite of Spring tour. Yeah, we'll talk to you all then. Take good care, everybody. Bye.